Yak eight utat. Good morning. Okay. Yedi kuk ayu khat dua sak kiks adi khat city. Kachacha shayu hadua sak take away di adi ayachat kakahit da khat city. Kagwantan dachchen ayachat. My Tlingit name is Yedi Kuk'a, and it occurred to me that I didn't introduce myself last night when we were doing the dancing. My toxic trait is assuming that everybody who I know knows each other, and then I often do forget to introduce myself. My name is Yedi Kuk'a, and my given name at birth was Dion, but I have been choosing to reclaim my indigenous name for the last few years, and so I prefer only to go by Yedi Kuk'a. I am from the Kiks-Edi clan, and I am the child of the Teakwedi. The women of our clan are referred to as the Kakhatja Shah because of our relationship with the herring, and I come from the Point House of the Kiks-Edi here in Sitka, and I'm the grandchild of the Kagwantan. I just want to mention that I wear a few different hats typically, and so last night I was wearing the cedar hat of the leader of our dance group, and this morning I'll be doing some moderating in here as one member of the organizing committee for this conference, and I'll be wearing a couple other different hats in the next few minutes. But what I'd like to do is just get us started, and the organizing committee had invited people from different local government and organizations to represent their respective organizations just to do a welcome this morning. And in classic fashion, we're running a little bit behind schedule, and so I wanted to start by, in a moment, welcoming the mayor of the city and borough of Sitka up here to the microphone just to welcome you to this conference on behalf of the city and borough of Sitka. And if I can just change my hat for a second, I would like to mention, as the vice chair of the Sitka tribe of Alaska, which is in the process of changing our tribe's name to Sitka-Kwan instead, that we have been cultivating a very good working relationship with the city and borough. We've had a memorandum of agreement for quite some time now, which I don't want to steal the mayor's thunder, so I won't talk too much about that, except to say that it's something that we've had for a while, and then this particular mayor and several of the assembly members who have been on the assembly for a few years now have been working not only to stick to that memorandum, but also have just been working on a really healthy government-to-government relationship with our tribe. I know I'm a little bit biased, but I think that it is something that could be used as a model for other tribes and city governments of how they can actually work together for the betterment of the communities that they serve. And so it's my pleasure to introduce our mayor of the city and borough of Sitka, Stephen Eisenbeis.
Oh, no podium to hide behind. That's always my preference here. But so thank you all for coming. I'm really, really excited about this conference for everybody who's here, and it may not initially be for the reason you think. But when I walked in and I saw that bacon, I think you guys have the best catered bacon of any conference I've ever seen. And I go to quite a few conferences now and eat quite a bit of bacon. And that one looked outstanding. So if there's any left, I recommended a break going and grabbing some more of that. But again, welcome. For those of you who traveled in, welcome to Sitka. I'm honored to be able to speak in front of you today, and I'm honored to have all of your presence here. This is quite an extensive agenda for the next couple days, one of the most jam-packed that I have seen. If there's any downside of such a packed agenda, it's that you may not be able to attend all the sessions that you want to share and receive the knowledge that's going to be passed over the next couple days. I did look back at the website though, and it looks like it will be online, and so you can always refer back to sessions later if there's one that you missed out on. So that's something that I'm going to have to do because right after this I have to run, and unfortunately business calls, so I won't be able to attend today. But can definitely look back at that later. I did want to speak to our memorandum of agreement with Sitka Tribe of Alaska, because I know if Chairman Widmark was here, that's exactly what he'd want to talk about. And I do want to honor and memorialize that. As was spoken earlier, I believe that we have the best government-to-government relationship in all of Alaska. I've actually spoken at conferences about our government-to-government relationship and tried to make it a model for others to follow. Because we do. We have the opportunity to share knowledge between the City and Borough of Sitka and Sitka Tribe of Alaska, and we have the opportunity to strengthen our community, which is the ultimate goal for both governments, is to make a stronger community. We today would not be what we are without Sitka Tribe of Alaska's help, and I hope the feeling is mutual on the other side. But it is a strengthening partnership, which I try to honor, I intend to honor, and I try to work closely with Chairman to make sure that that is continuing. The one thing that may not continue, Chairman's been doing his job on and off for about 25 years now. I don't know that I'm going to make 25 years in this role. We'll have to see, but no. So again, thank you all for coming. I appreciate your presence here. I hope that everyone leaves this conference feeling satisfied, fulfilled, and again, welcome to Sitka. Thank you.
Okay, so I am just going to switch hats, and I'm not going to step away and introduce myself and then step back to the mic, but I was asked by Chairman Widmark to welcome you all on behalf of Sitka Kwan. And as the mayor said, we've worked collaboratively on a lot of things, and the tribe also has within its mission to be working on all kinds of wonderful things within the community, not the least of which is preservation of culture and language. In addition to which, Sitka has been the center of a lot of important movements over the years in Alaska's history, going from land claims and voting rights and citizenship to the revitalization of cultural education. And so it's appropriate that the conference does seem to make its way back to Sitka as often as it does. And it's always the privilege of our community and our tribe to be a part of hosting this event and ensuring that all of the things that need to continue on behalf of our people. All of the education that happens at this conference is open to the people who want to learn it. And so on behalf of the Sitka Tribe of Alaska, Sitka Kwan, we would also like to extend a welcome to all of you. Gunalchi Shati Adi. Thank you all for being here. So next, we have another person to extend a welcome, and I just wanted to mention that we are aware as the conference organizing committee that corporations are not tribes, and also that our corporation here in Sitka is well aware that they are not a tribe, and of course that's been one of the really important dialogues and disagreements that's been going on in the state for a few years now. But I would like to just mention that also Shiatica Incorporated, which is our local urban Native corporation, has been actively working for a few years now to cultivate a healthier relationship with the Sitka Tribe of Alaska than had happened in previous administrations, and have been working on increasing their financial stability and success, and have actually worked well toward achieving that goal well enough that they're able to start supporting important events such as the Sharing Our Knowledge conference. And so they have generously donated to this conference as well. And so just to issue a welcome on behalf of Sciatica Incorporated is Kitchnach, Larry Garrity.
Thank you. Welcome to everybody. On behalf of Steve Karpstein, our chairman, Tim Castro, our president and CEO, and all of the board and staff, we wanted to welcome everybody to this conference. We are truly honored to be able to help in any way we can to make a successful conference. We see this as a great opportunity to give back. We've been working really hard, as Yedi Kuka said, in building those relationships with the tribe. They were kind of fractured for quite a few years, and we're just now rebuilding them, and I think we're getting to a really good place. As most of you know, if you're dating a Tlingit woman, you don't have a lot of choice, so she makes sure that we have a good working relationship. The other thing is, I always like to tease her is that, we were the original dance group in 1974 that her grandma started, the Gajahin Dancers. And in 1980, we had the clan conference with Charlie Joseph leading the way. And my memories of sitting and listening to the elders speak through that conference was, life-changing. It was amazing to listen to A.P. Johnson and Mr. Austin and others. And I understand more of why these conferences are important because of what I was able to witness and be a part of. And I'm hoping all of you enjoy and contribute, because this is the stuff that's going to keep carrying on for generation after generation. People will watch these videos and learn. Goodness Chish.
So I'm happy that we were able to put everything a little bit back on track, because I had assured the mayor that he would be able to be out of here by 9 in order to get to his job. And so registration was just taking a bit of time to take care of, and so we're almost back on track. But before we begin our panel discussion, we want to make sure that there are some announcements that get covered. And so it's my privilege to introduce I don't know if he calls himself my supervisor. I think he tries to refer to himself that way. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so I guess, and she is not my supervisor, but we have a little bit of information also to come from the Sheldon Jackson Museum. So we have Jackie Hamburg from the Sheldon Jackson Museum, who is also my clan sister. And so it's my pleasure to welcome her to the mic before my person who tries to call himself my supervisor.
Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome to Sitka. It's good to see you all. I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry I missed you last night at the Healing Hands event, the welcoming event, Warming Hands. I have an 18-month-old son, and he didn't agree with the timing in terms of his dinner and his bedtime, so I couldn't make it. But hopefully I'll get to see you quite a bit this week. I'll be at the conference, but I wanted to let you know that at noon today, the Sheldon Jackson Museum will have an open house. It'll be an opportunity for you to come and visit with our artist in residence, Tina Harness. You can learn about her Yupik beadwork and ancestry and chat with her a little bit, and then check out the gallery. And I also just wanted to extend an invitation to all of you. While you're here, if you have a chance, please come visit us at the museum. And if there's anything we can do to provide access to you, if you have questions, if you'd like to see something close up or look at records or anything, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask. It's a real privilege for us to take care of the cultural belongings that are there, and we're always a resource for you. We have a website with our database online where you can also access information about the cultural belongings there. And then, of course, your connection to us doesn't end when you leave Sitka. If you leave Sitka, you're always welcome to reach out to us when you're passing through or visiting or from afar, and ask any questions, request images, and that kind of thing. Anything we can do to be a resource for you, please don't hesitate to ask. We're here to provide access. So thanks so much. I hope to see you at noon today. It'll be from noon until 1 p.m. Say hello to Tina. She's a very talented beater, and we're so happy you're here. Thank you so much.
Okay, now I would like to welcome Odess to the mic with some wonderfully riveting announcements.
It's really just such an honor to work with Yedikuk. Wasa hatu yak ayu tu satini ya yuan gunchish hot kiatini ya sheet cut away. It's just so wonderful to see you all here. We're so happy that you've come to Sitka. On behalf of the conference organizing committee, we're just so thrilled. I have just a few announcements that I hope will smooth the path for all the work that we're doing today. First one is just a quick addition to Jackie's wonderful announcement, which is that the Sheldon Jackson Museum is free for all attendees of the conference over the course of this whole weekend. You'll see that noted in your program too, but as long as you have your badge, you can go in and out of the museum as you please. The second announcement, a very important announcement, is the tech announcement. So, the tech situation, as you know, in Sitka is a little bit dicey right now. We don't have internet, although it's slowly coming back. It seems that the Wi-Fi is sometimes starting to work. Those of you who are presenting, you should have gotten a notice, but if you haven't, it's okay to, in some way or another, have your presentations ready in a non-internet accessible fashion. We have some flash drives that are coming around. We have computers and laptops. We have some hotspots, so if you need help, you can come find us. I work at Outer Coast, which is a small institution here on this campus, and the whole faculty, staff, and students of Outer Coast are volunteering at this conference. We're all wearing teal armbands, and we are, among other things, providing tech support. So if you've got a tech question, find someone with a teal armband. And our tech guru, who has both the armband and a yellow hat, is Franklin over there. So, yeah, woo! Yeah, those of you who were at Sharing Our Knowledge 2022 in Wrangell will remember the man with the yellow hat who did tech troubleshooting there too. So look for the man in the yellow hat if you have a question about tech, and we will try as best as we can to help you. It's also a great idea to come to the room where you're presenting a little bit early if you have tech needs that you're a little bit unsure about. One tech note in particular to watch out for. We have laptops set up in each of the rooms. These laptops are kind of the default laptops for giving presentations. If you bring your own, no problem, we can plug it in. But if you want your presentation on the laptop that we have, those are the ones that you'll be using. They do not have PowerPoint on them. These laptops do not have PowerPoint on them. So if your presentation is in PowerPoint and you want to use one of our laptops, you'll have to either convert it to a PDF or move it to a keynote. And if you're having trouble with, or bring your own laptop. If you're having trouble with any of this, we can help you. We also have a couple laptops in our office that do have PowerPoint. So the sort of bottom line is, if you've got a question, look for someone in the teal armband, and particularly look for the man in the yellow hat, and we will help you out. Okay? Gonna cheese. Same with the teal armbands goes for lots of questions. Students and staff from Outer Coast are circling around. They'll be bringing water. They'll be collecting trash. If you have questions about where to go, what to do, you might ask one of those people. They might say, oh, I'm not sure, but they'll go and run and find someone who does know. So, gonna cheese. On behalf of the conference committee, I just want to let you know there are still banquet tickets for sale. It's going to be a really delicious banquet. There's going to be prime rib and chicken piccata and a whole bunch of other stuff. So if you are interested in the banquet on Saturday, it's going to be really beautiful. Tickets are available at the reception. Same thing for the boat trip, the World of the Sitka wáan on Sunday. There is a boat trip leaving at 11 a.m. on Sunday. Tickets are also on sale at the registration desk. Gonna cheese. quick orientation, you'll see in your programs, most events, unless marked otherwise, take place either in a room here in Odess, this building is called Odess, or in a building called Ya. The Ya building is the building directly behind me here. So if you just, when you're in the reception room, if you just made a left and you walk kind of up a little tiny short hill, that's the Ya building. And you'll see room numbers and signs marked both there and here. And in this building, this room and a room upstairs are the rooms for most talks and presentations. Really quickly, a gunalchish to hatu yeti for the breakfast today. They have sponsored, yeah, a big round of applause. Yeah, the mayor of Sitka doesn't know the reason why the bacon is so good. It's because it comes from Huna. Gunalchish. No, that's actually not true. It comes from our town catering. Chef Edith makes wonderful, wonderful food. So gunalchish to her also, and big gunalchish to hatu yeti. Vendors, we have a bunch of wonderful vendors who are going to be selling their crafts and creations and artworks here at the conference. The vendor tables are on the second floor of this building. Basically just above, there's stairs and an elevator just above the reception area. There's another big open area and there'll be vendor tables there. So please feel free to check those out. My fellow committee member, Jocelyn Estes, also wants you all to know that there are still large t-shirts available, contrary to what some of you might have been told at the reception desk. Okay, I believe those are all of my announcements for now. I'm sure there'll be more later, but conference.